Hello and welcome to another map review. We are going to be looking at this one. It's called Loess Hill or Loess Hill Country 4.1. It is a German map, and I'm guessing that it is based around Saxony because the description says Saxon. So we're just going to get ourselves set. We've got course play and our Land Rover, and of course the map. That's all we need. Actually, I'll take that one as well. And let's jump straight in. So let's take a look at the logs and see if there's anything here that's going to tell us there are errors. And so far, nothing. We've got cats and dogs wandering around. Doesn't look like there are any errors. We'll just scroll up and have a quick check. Yeah, I think we're good. So there's nothing here that's not going to work, hopefully. So let's just jump straight in. I'm going to turn on flight mode. And let's sort of go. So let's get rid of the course play stuff, and we have spawned in at a farmhouse. So let's step forward a little bit. Let's have a kind of swing around. Very sort of Bavarian chalet kind of Swiss whatever mountain house kind of thing going on here. Right, let's just take a look at the map. I'm guessing that pickup truck is ours, but let's take a look at the map first. So we have quite a map here. Wow, we have got a lot of fields. I'm sort of counting 61 fields. We have got a lot of fields here. This is possibly, I think this might even be a 4x map. It's quite a big map anyway. So we've definitely got a lot of stuff here. The PDA map's actually pretty well done. It's got a lot of the fields. We seem to have what could be a power line running through the middle of the map. Actually a couple of them actually. We have got various bits of production such like on here as well, and they've been nicely color coded by the looks of it. We're up here. This is the farm. I'm guessing there's animals are not close by. They are literally dotted all over the place. In terms of fruits, we have the standard fruits plus oats and rye as the additional fruits. Let's just take a look at the fields that we own. So we own field 9, 11, 14, 31, 55, 58, 34, and that's it. So we own a grand total of 7. Oh, and we hold 18 as well. So we hold 8 fields out of the 61 that there are. So we do own quite a few fields to start with. The field shapes are quite varied. There isn't a, for want of a better phrase, a square field among them. They are all various shapes and sizes. We'll use course play in a bit to figure out the kind of size and everything else of these fields, but we've definitely got a lot of fields. Actually, we've got more. I didn't notice these two down here. So we've actually got 28 and 27 too. So we've got 5. We've got 10 fields. So sorry, I didn't catch those two down there. 27 and 28 hidden away. We've got 3 of these. I'm guessing are grassland. So 27, 28, and 18 are grassland. So you know that's going to be useful. I wonder what's around here because we've got 2 grassland fields here. I missed another one. We do have quite a lot of fields. But yes, we have missed 50 as well. I think we've had 50. We got 11. I keep finding fields. 27, 28, 50. 31, 55, 58. So that's 6. 34, 18, 30, 14, 11, 9. So yeah, we've got a lot of fields. We've definitely got a lot of fields here. We've got, yeah. So anyway, we do have a lot of fields. So there's probably a lot of options there. Take a look at the sell points. We have what, 15 sell points. We've got sort of the standard stuff to sell. Oh, there's some additional production type items here. We've got pallets. I'm not sure what that one is, or this one. We've got tomatoes, we've got lettuce, we've got cauliflower, we've got red cabbage. This one could either be compost or fertilizer, and this one could be charcoal or wood to burn. I'm not quite sure, but these are production items by the looks of it. Let's have a look. We have no animals to start with. We do have a quite generous 2.5 million storage capacity on this farm. So we've got quite a bit of silo space. So let's take a look at starting equipment. So we start off with a New Holland T5 and a T6. We have a Massey Ferguson MF 7700. We have a Stoll FZ30 front loader and attachment. We have a Case Axial Flow 7130 and a 35-foot header for that, and an appropriate trailer for the header. We have a DB8 Metaltech trailer. In fact, we've got a couple of those. We've got a Cramp Bandit 750. We've got a Terradisc 600 cultivator and a Titan 11 plough. We have a Verdistad Rapid A 600S seeder along with a Brendel fertilizer spreader. We have a couple of weights, and we have a Lizard pickup truck and 2 power washers. So we've got a good bit of kit to start off with. So let's take a look around this yard. So this is the starting point. We've got a yard, and there's our header trailer, and we've got some of these nice wooden buildings with doors that are kind of confusing. Actually, they're not that bad, these. So that's just an empty shed. This is, looks like it's water or fertilizer and seeds. Got a fuel tank, our 2 trailers, and I think, oh, that's handy. The trailers have been hooked up. So if you want to use these trailers in little convoy, they are locked together. Cedar, and actually I didn't notice that we have a that one I didn't notice. Sorry, I didn't spot that on the we got a Tempo 8 as well, which is for beets, corn and sunflowers. So I missed that one, sorry. So we've got that. What have we got in here? There's our power washer. Are these openable doors? That's a workshop for vehicle customization and such like. There are our couple of tractors and our combine. Our trailer and our plough. There is a dog. Say hello to the dog. Let's get this one open. Let's have a look inside. There's nothing in there. It's quite a small yard, but a lot of storage space. Not sure why that doesn't open. We're going to literally open these all the way down here. So, this is a really complicated door arrangement. These doors arrangements where they slide concertina like this, it just confuses me. I don't like this kind of storage shed because I like to have the doors on my sheds open so I can easily get at stuff. I don't close doors. I've got another shed here. What we have here is I think that's seed and fertilizer storage. I'm guessing you just drop it in there, and we can, again, it's horrible confusing doors. Our chickens was our chickens? Oh, that's just the back of the house. That's the back of the house, but we've got some more storage. Actually, there's a cool little hayloft in there as well. Cool. So I think that was the back of the house. Yep, that's the back of the house. So that is all that there is on this kind of area here around the main farm. So the interesting thing is essentially, where is the silo? I don't see it. Let's just kind of take a kind of look if we can see anything from the farmyard. Nope. So let's kind of let's sort of expand our sort of reach. Here we have the pooch again. It's sort of looking around the farm and wandering around. I can't see anything that we can see directly from the farm here, so let's go further afield. So let's kind of let's take a look at the animals first, and then we'll kind of switch to sale points and so on. So let's hit the cows down here. So this yard is where the cows are. I'm guessing that's the sell point for the cows. We have some non-animated cows there. What do we have here? Murkerfutter. Not quite sure what that means. Let's just kind of look around and see. We've got another farmhouse and shed. Another nice shed here. Looks like there's a water tank inside. We've got silage clumps behind us. We've got, this is going to be our slurry pit, I guess. We have a little shed. We've got some bales. This is the entrance to the cow shed. So we're going to feed in here, I'm guessing. There's going to be a milk point somewhere. We have this is going to be a TMR mixer, I guess. Different style, but I'm guessing that's TMR because we've got I think it looks like it's a fabric script one. So the screens here will tell us we need straw, dry grass, silage, and get forage out, which is essentially TMR. So that is our food mixer for the cows. Let's have just look in these sheds, see what we've got. I don't think we've got anything in these sheds. We've got these silly doors as well. So, yep. We have, oh, there's our milk pickup point. This is our milk trigger. And I'm guessing this is where our solid waste comes out. So there we have the cow shed. So I think this might be storage for the TMR. It could be, I'm not sure. Or it could be maybe it's silage fermenter, maybe, I don't know. We've got more seeds and water and stuff down here as well. Let's take a look at the pigs. We do actually have a vehicle up here, so let's just look around. So this is the pigsty. We're actually in the pigsty. We've got a fuel tank over there. There's another house. They're using these big animal sheds, so for feeding. So that's kind of cool. And that's our slurry. It's got lots of storage up here. There we go. Some more like storage sheds. These are probably where you could tip store things. Yeah, it looks like a tip store. We've got here, this is going to basically be our pig food mixer. It's going to take earth, fruit, cereals, and protein. So basically, you know, you're going to put in that's your root crop, your potatoes, your sugar beet. That is your protein, and this is your grains. That's going to basically a little ramp here. I'm guessing that's for manure. We should have somewhere a slurry. There we have our slurry. We've got more sheds. There is apparently a vehicle of ours around here. Kind of doesn't say anything about what's going on there, but it's a nice little sign. Oh yes, we have a tractor here with our front loader. So obviously, and this actually has this been attached to the tractor? I think it actually has been attached. So this is the back of the house up here, where it's got storages, little garages, below ground as it were, or below the main level. So let's take a look. Have we got anything else there? No, let's go over to the sheep. This is a sheep pasture. Got a little hut, feeding troughs, and that's pretty much it here. I'm guessing there's going to be a space for the thing. I'm pretty sure this garage is not quite work safe. Reminds me of old garages from way back when you used to have that sort of thing on the walls. Okay, this is for sale of straw and hay. We have a very old looking decrepit crane loading truck there. Yeah, so I'm not quite sure where the wool is spawned here. I don't see any place that could logically be for it, but I'm guessing it is somewhere around here. Basically water and grass. We've got an old chap here, just sat here looking very angry at that dog. So what else do we have? Let's just pop out onto the road. So the roads are pretty standard 2-track roads. We are all the way up here. So we've got our barn. Let's kind of go around the various spots. So kind of to make things easy, let's go to the refinery first. Let's visit that one. So this one is taking soybeans, sunflowers and rapes and essentially rapeseed, so essentially canola or so on, and it needs all of them to be able to make diesel. Also, it looks like we have hours of operation here on this particular map, so you're only able to deposit or pick up during certain times. So we've got biodiesel there, and that's essentially all the outputs, wasn't it? Garest. I probably pronounced that completely wrong, but that I think is like forage or something. So let's see. Let's kind of just go that and that way. Actually, yeah, let's go. Actually, no, let's hit the dairy next. So the dairy. So we've got milk. Is this a production dairy or is this just a sell point dairy? I think this is just a sell point dairy. So yeah, it looks like just a sell point. This is a brewery, and again, this looks like another sell point. There's no buildings here. Oh, there is a building there. I'm guessing these are drop-off points. Sure what we've got here. Private brewery. Twin cannons. Okay, so I think there's a little bit of a weird thing going with some models there. Twin Cannons Inn is definitely not a German sounding name. But yeah, I think this is water and this is where you drop off grain and so on, and basically it's a sell point. It's not production, so I can't see what that was, but anyway. Let's go here. So this is another grain straw and hay sale point. We've got some buildings here as well. Various things. Another chap sitting around. Not sure what else is here actually. There's definitely something else. So young lady on a horse. Not sure what else the chickens are here as well. Reuterhof, I'm not sure what that is. We've got a few people here, a few young ladies actually looking after horses. I'm pretty sure those are not farm shoes. They are definitely not farm shoes. This is possibly a suitable outfit for, and it kind of looks like a pirate uniform. But that is definitely not an outfit for checking out the horses. We have a sell point anyway. Let's check out Deutsche Pellets. So this is a drop-off point for wood chips. Not sure what that is. It looks like wood chips. Maybe they're both wood chips. Not sure what that is. That could be a spawn point for something. Deutsche Pellets. We have a conveyor. Yeah. Not sure what's actually in here. We just seem to have like a some signs. Again, it has hours of operation, so let's see if we can find a little screen that'll tell us what's going on. There we are. Wood chips and pallets, and you get Holtz pellets, which I think are basically the thing that essentially these. This is basically what we're probably selling to make wood with the little log fire symbol. Okay. Let's go to Verpacken's fabric. I suspect we got a little thing here. We board pallets, wood chips, and essentially you get pallets of, well, from wood. So we bring in wood pallets here, wood boards, sorry, and they will give us some pallets which we use elsewhere on the map. Mule. I guess this is the place where they make flour. This is a sell point, however. This is not a piece of production. So this is just a grain selling point. So look at the garden centre. Kind of a standardish garden centre, really. Sell point, drop off kind of location. Let's take a look at the Biogas Lunch. This is an above ground silo king. Oh dear, pet hate, and it's also made even worse by the fact it is in a shed. We have silage clamps with a lot of junk in them, and tires and stuff. We've got a few storage buildings. Somewhere is our digestate. I guess that is here. There we go. There's no other kind of production here. It is literally just silage and biogas income. What's this? Heinz Kraftwerk. Guessing this is going to be some kind of production, but I'm not sure what. Kind of looks like wood chips. It looks like a sales point. Yeah, it kind of looks like a sales point for wood chips. There's nothing else really here other than that. Okay, so let's go to Kalkwerk. I'm not sure what this is, but let's take a look. Now, this is intriguing. I'm not sure what we've got here, but this potentially could be, I don't know, maybe gravel. Could be there's some gravel on this map. Yeah, we'll just kind of run into something there. I think we've got some gravel that we can scoop up and sell. I'm not sure. So we've kind of gone this sort of section. Let's head down to this location here. This is again a standard sort of sell point. Kind of looks like it's a bit run down and no one's home, but this is the Futtermittel. It's an animal food kind of point, but I think it's just a sell point. Let's hit the sage work. So the stage work is it's the wood shop. This is pretty much where we're going to make the boards. Dropping wood. We have our little board pallet mover here. We got there we got our little production sign thing. Yeah, fuel and logs, and we get wood chips and boards out. So that's part of the production. That's kind of early on production chain. Tomb is a supermarket, garden centre shop, some kind of store anyway. It's a sell point. It looks like it takes most things. But yes, it's a sell point. I'm not sure how to pronounce this one, so I'm not. It is a sell point. It's a kind of what's that? Some bioplanet. I'm guessing it is some kind of wood-related place, given sort of what's written on there. So we will go to this. This one I think is greenhouses. So we have greenhouses. Yes, we do. So what do we have on these greenhouses? Well, they've got little pallet samplers. So they've got pallet movers. So they are going to take quite complicated pallets, empty pallet. So pallets, empty box pallets, water and compost. So they need empty box pallets. I haven't seen anywhere to make those yet, but there are all of our sort of lettuce, I saw red cabbage, and there's cauliflower, and there's tomatoes. So there's kind of the full complement of things. We're even going to open doors and stuff like that. That's cool. So these are greenhouses. If you've seen like some of Stevie's maps, he does them in brown. But yeah, that's the same sort of thing. I assume these are storage locations, but these are our kind of inputs here. Got the parts down there. So with that in mind, we need to watch out for a place where we can make these pallets. Which I don't think I've seen anywhere actually yet. Let's see, the Baywa. I'm not sure what that is, but I have seen it elsewhere. I think it's just a normal sell point by the looks of it. Maybe it's just the name of a company. Not sure what they do, but what do we have here? We have the garage, and so I'm hoping the store is around here somewhere. There's a garage selling fuel. It's kind of something I was kind of wondering here is there's actually two things. We've got a sell point here, and we've got a garage for us to buy fuel, but we've also got a trigger point for us to sell fuel here. We've got the animal dealer as well. Pretty kind of standard stuff. Come inside, I can't get out. There is a silo. I'm intrigued because I haven't seen the farm silo yet. So, oh, that's the back of the Baywa. Okay. And let's just check McCain. So this is a sell point. Sure what this place does or what they buy, but it looks kind of ordinary, kind of windy to get to there. I don't know where your entrance is, but drab looking buildings. Sure where the entrance is, but I guess there is a way onto the lot. Okay, so we're going to pop up to these here. So urban lager storage sheds, lots of them. What have we got? Big storage sheds. I must admit that roof looks kind of weird. Another big storage shed here. Oh no, this is our silo. This is the silo. So that's the tipping point. This is the filling point. So that's our silo. That's our 2.5 million litres of storage. We've got some nice little sheds. And what do we have here? It's just another shed. Yep, just another shed. So this is kind of the big storage point. This is a ghoul lager, which I think, if memory serves, it is the slurry pit. Yeah, not going to jump in there, but that is a slurry storage location. Okay, so let's hit the supermarket. Supermarket here, drop off pallets, lots of them. I'm guessing they take everything. It's a small supermarket, but I didn't fish it, obviously. It's a spa. Those of you from the UK remember the spa. Strange one about this spa, if you actually look at the front, it is actually an English spa, because this sign down here is actually for the UK National Lottery, and that is for a prepaid thing that they have in the UK. So yes, that is a UK spa shopfront. Let's have a look at this is a shop. So this is the shop for our farm equipment, preferred fine farming equipment. There's a petrol station here too, which we kind of just see there in the thing. This is the sugar factory, and for once when I jump in on one of these places, I don't get stuck in the drop-off point. This is where you drop off your sugar beet. Drive through here, drop it off, and make money. Okay, so we've got that supermarket and we've done the shop. Let's do compost fabrique. So this is our compost manufacturing, and this is an intriguing one because I haven't seen one like this before. So what do we do here? Resources, compost. So this is essentially a compost kit master, but it's not. I don't see where we drop off. Where do we drop off? Do we drop off up here? Oh, interesting. So you drop off up here, I think. You drive up here. Yep. So this is where you drop off. This is your kind of organic waste location. And then it does stuff. And these conveyor. Oh, I've fallen in. I've fallen in. We've kind of fallen in. Okay, and then basically it does various. There's lots of machinery in this one. It's just not a big red blob that you put two things in. We don't need diesel by the looks of it. So this is just resources and you get compost out. So I think we actually got everything. I think we've actually covered most of the locations, but there is one interesting thing, is that I have not seen something that generates the packaging. So I want to just check up here, just say in case we missed something. That had one thing. We have two production lines up here. Okay, pallets, empty box pallets. Okay, we have, so this is producing so this one here produces pallets. This one produces pallets. This one, you give it the pallets and fuel, and it will give you empty box parts, which is essentially cardboard cartons. That's sort of like the carton factory from this Vapor Agri mods. So this map does have a lot of fields on it. We will quickly have a look in a minute at some of the field sizes, and they will do a little bitty flyby just to get a view from the air. I'm guessing there's a lot of wood on this map because there's these look like trees. So it looks like there's a lot of woodland here for us to basically chop down. And just looking at this location, I can see trees, so lots of them. So let's just get into a vehicle and pull up crossplay. So What do we want? We want this, and we want this, and we want to look at the field sizes. So let's start with field 9. It's 29 hectares in size. It's quite a big field. Field 11 is 8.04. 14 is 4.80. Field 18 is 5.27. Field 27 is 4.4. Field 28 is 2.56. Field 30 is 5.76. Field 31 is 6.74 hectares. Field 34 is 10.49. Field 50 is 5.04. Field 55 is 19.4. Field 58 is 9.08. And that's all of our fields. So we've got some quite varied field sizes, sort of from the fields that we owned from the outset. With field 9 being quite a big field here, as we've kind of seen. Let's take a look at a couple of the other fields and see what sort of sizes we're looking at. So let's take a look at, I think this one was 13. This one is 54 hectares, and it'll cost us 2.6 million. So that's field 13. Let's go and look at. Let's go and look at something down near where the cows are, because of course we might need grass. So let's have a look at 38, because that looks like grassland. That one is 5.92, and it's 306,000 pounds, euros, or whatever, jelly beans or whatever you want. Let's see. Let's take a look at. Pick a field. Pick a number between 1 and 61, as it were. Let's go and actually look at. I kind of want to pick something close to the farm, so around here actually. So let's have a look at whatever that one is, which I think is 30. No, hold on, that's 32, which is grassland. Let's have a look at this one. This is actually kind of a good one because it's got a line through the middle. So it actually looks like it's got a river or something. Ditch. There's 2 fields. Oh, it's 2 fields. Okay, maybe it's 2 fields. Ah, yes, 33. That's thing. So let's go. Let's take a look at that one. That was 9.66, and it's a 359,000. Sorry. If you wanted the one on the other side, which is field 29, which is there. This one is 23.92, and that's at 726,000. So we've got some varied sizes around the farm as well. You're going to need to earn some money to be able to get some of these fields. So let's take to the air and have a look around from the sky. Just going to turn off that as well. We've got a nice little waterfall going on, some bridge and river. Ooh. Actually looking pretty good from up here. There's quite some view. So we definitely got a lot of woodland. I'm just seeing from scooting around. I mean, basically we've got a lot of woodland. There's a big patch there. Got a nice little river. I'm wondering actually if there's things like sand and gravel, because we just kind of have that. There's that kind of almost view that's there's something like that, and on the cards on this map, it looks like a lot of these fields are coming unplanted at the beginning, so they will probably have stuff grown on them throughout the course, obviously, so you can do missions and like. There's a lot of detail. We've got power lines in some of the fields. We've got this kind of reservoir lake thing going on over here. The roads are fair, essentially a 2-track road. They're not overly thin, but they're not overly wide. So this is not a big equipment map. You're not going to be able to sort of drive around in a big Bud 747 easily, but you are going to be able to get around in sort of standard tractors fairly okay. You will need to drag any headers along in trailers. Looking at the fields, the headlands, there's no sort of inbuilt headlands into the field design, so effectively you are going to need to cut your own, as it were, as you sort of go around a field and you use it. So you kind of prepare that, but these are very odd shapes. So this is a map you're probably going to end up using stuff like courseplay for, to kind of manage the sort of work on these fields, because essentially you are going to, you've got some very odd shapes here. So there's nothing that's square that you can easily sort of leverage to make sort of quick, easy sort of cuts, as it were, for thing. You've got a field here that's got like a little bit of woodland in the middle of it, for instance. Maybe on a little hill. I wonder if you could actually just chop all those trees down and maybe make it into one big field. But it is essentially kind of like, you've got AI traffic on this map as well, just so you know. So basically, your big equipment, if you're traveling on these roads, you're kind of going to need to kind of be aware of that. Yeah, there's actually, it's actually a really nice looking map. It does look visually appealing. It's got a lot of stuff on here. There's a little bit of production. There's not a lot of space to expand production by the looks of it. There's no kind of made locations for placeables by the looks of it. It is a case of you're going to have to make do or give up fields. So for instance, take a field and you'd convert that into a thing, but the fields are rolling fields, they're not flat. As you can see, if we just look back there, it is a rolling countryside, so it's not something you are going to be able to easily use for placeables that you put down yourself. Okay, so with that, there are some kind of opportunities in this map. It's a very visually appealing map. However, it's a kind of you are going to be kind of limited by your ability to expand your kind of production elements to only include what's built into the map, as you will have to give up fields in order to put placeables down, as there's very little space, kind of free space on the map. It is a big map and there's a lot of fields, but there's essentially very little in the way of actual usable space, because it's all being consumed by the functionality within the map as it is at the moment. So kind of with that, I think we can draw this session to a close, as it were, in this review. So thank you for watching. If you found this useful, please hit the like button, and if you want more to see more map views and our let's plays and so on, please subscribe to the channel. And with all that, thank you very much for watching, and have a good day and goodbye.